Wagwan, wagwan, wagwan. Who is here? Hi, Shakur. Thanks for coming on. We're just waiting on YouTube to send out the notification. Hi, Jovi. Good night. Guys, just hit the thumbs up while we're waiting. Hi, Janique. All right. Leave the phone and you're studying finish? How is that going? Jovi Shakur is saying good night. Good night, guys. Good night. Good night. Welcome back to another Tuesday night live. That's very good, Janique. Welcome back to another Tuesday night live, and we're kind of just doing a follow up on what we did last week. But I'm just going to wait until more persons up on here so that we can have a meaningful discussion. All right. Good night, Manayad. Give it a few more minutes for some others to jump on. Janique, if you're still here, put the phone down and go do something else. Leave the phone on the live, and you can go do something else in the meantime. Come in, peeps. Come in. We're here to have a good, meaningful discussion tonight, as usual. Big up Manayard. I don't want to start talking before some of my peeps get on here. So we're just going to give it a little more time. I know Monia went to work, so she's going to come in a little later. She's texting me right now. Can come. Waiting on Can come. Waiting on Monia. Waiting on Nash. All right, guys, give me a second. Let me just share this on my socials. Share this out on my socials. Shanice Chantel Fisher. Thank you, Shanice. You know what to do. Please hit the thumbs up, Shan. I'm going to share. Go. Let's go. Jovi Shanice is saying hi. Guys, as soon as you jump on the live, please hit the thumbs up. All right, I think I can start. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another Tuesday Night Live with the Carter's Way. Um, Please feel free to take part in the discussion. This is a discussion, not a tutorial, not a lecture. Okay, so it means I'm talking to you and you're communicating with me through, texting. So let's go. Moni, I was waiting on you. I would not start without you. I haven't seen Kay yet. Uh, all right, Moni, I'm going to add you as moderator. Right? So you can, I'm waiting on KK is supposed to be a moderator for the channel as well. All right. So last week we looked at 10 things that we should avoid doing in a relationship. Very good discussion. I realized that a lot of persons appreciated it on YouTube, sorry. So this week we're actually going to look at some things that you should actually do if you want a harmonious relationship, right? These are some things that you should do. Feel free to add more in the chat. I mean, I picked out some that may relate to me, and guys, let me put this out there that these are things that I know should be done, but doesn't necessarily mean that I am saying I do them. All right. So let me make that clear. I'm not coming on here pretending to be Little Miss Perfect or saying that I do all of these, so you should do all of these. What works for me may not work for you. And I'm saying to you that I do have the knowledge, but sometimes I do fall short, and that's okay because we're human. But it's always good to know the information, right? Good night, Tana. I would not have started without you. But before I jump into that, okay, yeah. Before I jump into what our discussion is going to be tonight, I just have to say what I have to say about this whole Chrissy and CMR blowout. All right. I am definitely going to give my 2 cents, not to tear them down. I am not here to tear them down. I am married, and I see what's unfolding. And I tell you, I was saying the other day that I started putting myself in Chrissy's shoes, and I had to jump back out quickly because I don't know if I could manage this. Not the cheating aspect of it, but the whole publicity part of it. The whole fact that this played out in our eyes. It played out in everybody's eyes. I mean, we weren't in the room with Sir Mar and the girl, but we learned all these information after the fact. All right. So what I want to say is I'm going to give my 2 cents. You can give yours in the chat, and I'll definitely read it out. Um, so first, I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw clips of this girl revealing to have relationships with CMR. All right. I scrolled and I thought, this could not be true. I mean, not that he's perfect and not that he's not a person, but I think for somebody who has built what he has built with his wife and his kids, it's very hard to think that somebody would be so silly to make such a move with such a person who had nothing to lose and would definitely go to the public if something did not work out in her favor. So I was scrolling through, and I realized, I think the other day, that he came out and I was on this live physically. This was not a after post. I was on the physical live, and um he came out with the girl, and the part that gets me, CMR with a bold, bright face sat there on his live and told us, it was quite a number of persons on that live, and he sat there and told everybody it was a prank. And he went on to justify further details and letting us know that he has been planning it for a while. And he was there talking and laughing, and the girl was there talking and laughing. And honestly, because I wanted it to be not true, I believed. I believed him when he was there saying, it was just a prank. I was saying, this is a stupid, silly prank that nobody should do. But in the meantime, I felt happy and relieved that, all right, it's a prank. Hey, Nikita, thanks for coming on. I hope your wife is with you, because we're going to do a part two of what we did last week. So, yeah, I believe that it was a prank because there's no way that this would have happened and then you would have come on the live with the female and both of them saying, it was all a prank. So, all right, I took the prank. I was mad, but I took the prank and, moved on. Then later in the night, one of my friend messaged me and saying it was not a prank. And I'm saying, of course it was a prank. Anyway, I went to my bed, got up the next morning. Then I saw clips of Chrissy saying it was definitely not a prank. And then, of course, I had to be, if this is coming from Chrissy, then I'm going to believe. Good night, Kay. Thanks for coming on. Of course, I'm going to, believe, I'm going to take Chrissy word for it. And then everything started unfolding before our eyes now, where this female started calling names and included Wally British in it. Wally British stated her part. She became aware of CMR and the girl situation when everything was over. Now, one of the questions I want to ask you guys, I don't know if you're, abreast with what has been happening, but Wally is friends of both. She's a mutual friend of both CMR and Chrissy. And after everything went down with CMR and the girl reached out to Wally, and Wally offered her assist. Well, Wally tried to help her because she's apparently homeless and all of that details, right? So Wally was trying to help the situation without letting Chrissy know. So what I want to know from you guys in the chat, um, do you think Wally should have said something to Chrissy? Remember, after she found out after everything was already done with Simmer and this female. Do you think that she should have said something to Chrissy? Being that she's friends with Chrissy, she's friends with Simmer. She said they're on the same level of friendship. She was trying to help the situation, trying to get this girl on her feet to get them out of their lives. Do you think she should have said something to Chrissy? Personally, my answer is no. Guys, I have been in that situation. And let me tell you, you don't want to be the one who is going to go to the person and say, hey, this is what's happening, right? It's not a good position to be in. And you don't know what's going to happen after that. Hey, Mackie, you don't know what's going to happen after that. So that's a situation that you might want to stay away from. Persons may have, what's your opinion? As I said, I have been in the situation before where I've came across this information and I did not say anything. I did exactly what Wally did. Well, not exactly. I didn't try to help the situation. I just didn't do anything. So, good night, everybody that's coming on. I would like to hear from you in the chat before we move on to our order of business for tonight. I just wanted to clear this out and then we move on with what we came here to do. So, Tana is saying Wally didn't go about it the right way, and she not handling it the right. Oh wait, Tana is saying Wally didn't go about it the right way, and she not handling it the right way. Tana, what you mean? Okay, you said something else. Let me go down to what Tana said. She didn't have to go to Chrissy, but she could resolve it with CMR and encourage him to tell his wife the truth. That's true. She could have spoken, and maybe she did speak to CMR about it. Maybe she did speak to CMR about it. That information we do not have in the public, but maybe she did. We don't know that part. As I said before, I've been in the situation, and to this day, I have not said anything. So, you know, and only because I don't want to be the person to say, guys, this is a marriage. This is a whole marriage. You understand? Let me go back. We're doing great, Mackie. We're just trying to clear up. Hey, bro. um we're trying to find out. I don't know if you're aware of Wally's part in the whole CMR and Chrissy and cheating saga. We're just trying to hear what you guys think about how Wally British handled the situation. Do you think she should have gone to Chrissy and let Chrissy know what's happening, or do you think what she did was okay? She tried to help the situation, she tried to get this girl on her feet, and she tried to get her out of the picture. It didn't happen. Everything backfired. But what would you have done? Do you think Wally British did the right thing? Um, Kay says no. She has no authority to say anything. We same one would say as she mash up the empire if she did. I agree. I agree. If she had said something, we the public would have said Wally shouldn't have. Wally should have make it resolve itself. Wally shouldn't have said anything to Chrissy. You understand? So either way, we the public would have had something to say about it. Um, Tana said she did not mention that she spoke to CMR about being honest with his wife. She just staring the girl down. Yeah, she did. I was on her live yesterday. She was live for about 3 hours on something, and most of the information was just about the female, which I do agree that this female was deliberate in her act, and this female um, saw the family and decided that she was going to do this long before she did what she did. Once CMR decided that he was finished with her, she decided that she was going to do this. I mean, she's trying to build her YouTube platform and her TikTok platform. So all of this is deliberate. I stand by that. Um, Kay says, we are all big people. What if he couldn't convince, what if she couldn't convince the man to speak the truth to his wife? As she said, she encouraged CMR to get the girl out of the area and the picture, right? Yes, so I really think that Wally was doing what she thought was best, and I'm saying I would have probably done the same thing. She was trying to diffuse the situation. She was trying to get it done. She was trying to get this girl help so she could, because she said she's homeless and she wants a job. She tried to get her a job. She didn't stick the job. She don't want to stick no job. She stayed home at Wally's friend's house, and she was on CMR and Chrissy's channel for the whole time. So it's, to me, it sounds as if there was an obsession there. Um, and I mean, in her eyes, CMR left her high and dry, and this was her way of getting back at CMR by tearing him down. I mean, no, CMR did this. CMR, the moment CMR texted this girl or went in her DM or wherever he went, that was the very first step into tearing down his very own empire. All right, so CMR is wrong, but I'm saying This girl had an agenda, and it's very obvious. If you listen to the history, if you listen to the conversation that Wally said she had with the young girl's father, then that would have shed some light on the situation. All right? So, anybody else would have done differently from what Wally British did? As I said, I am a married woman. I am not here to cast any judgment. Um, my heart goes out to Chrissy. This is a very tough situation. As I said, not because of the cheating, but because of the fact that it is so public, and it makes it 10 times harder to deal with when you know that whatever you do, you will be scrutinized and criticized and judged by the public. And that's what makes it so hard. You understand? So let's pray for Chrissy. Let's pray for the kids. Remember, they're all involved in this. I do also want to say maybe this is something that CMR will learn from, and they can go back and rebuild. Things may not be the same. It will take time, but it's not impossible. I do know that adversities makes relationships stronger sometimes. It can break the relationship, or it can make the relationship. All right, so this doesn't have to tear them apart. This can make them stronger. This can make them more committed to what they have. This doesn't have to be the end of the Carter family. I would not want to see them apart. I would want them to take the necessary steps to heal from this, step back from the internet. I mean, that's also difficult because the internet is their job. The internet is where they go to work. But what I also like is that they do have individual pages where they can, still continue to put out content if they wish to do so. But I would say take a step back for a second, find each other again, counseling, whatever it takes. This does not have to be the end. Chrissy might need some space. This is a lot to take in, but it's not impossible. CMR, I don't even want to start talking about CMR because I wouldn't stop, because this is utmost stupidity. You understand? You have so much to lose. You have worked so hard for everything that you have, and you went and lay with somebody who had nothing to lose. Somebody who's obviously looking at come up, right? This person have right, everybody's talking about. I went and looked at her page, and I would have never gone there hadn't it been the situation. So she has gained. There's no such thing as bad publicity. So she is gaining from all of this. All right. Let's go. I'm not going to stick and stay on this, guys. We're going to move on, but I just wanted to, say my piece on the whole situation. Good night, Ricky. Thank you, Ricky, for coming on. Kay says, and she kept saying she missed the man. She watched their lives and envied it. She wanted it for herself, got some of the high she seemed, but then angered when CMR called it quits. Yeah. Ricky, we were talking about the whole situation with the Carter family, Chrissy and CMR. We're trying to say they can work through this. It will take some time. It will take some counseling. It will take some, separation, but they can become stronger from this. Tana is saying she don't want them to break up. I hope we learn from his mistake. I hope the men are looking in, especially men. I hope you are looking in. Like, just a few moments of pleasure just dismantled your entire life. I mean, I have watched this couple build from nothing and build this empire where they have over 6 different paid channels on YouTube, and you allow this one little person to come and rip it all away from you. I hope men are listening. Bobo, Ricky, should I say Ricky? Jovi, Manayard, who else is in here? Maki, Junior World Boss, all the men on here. Is it worth it? What's going on with CMR right now? I hope everybody's listening. You don't have to, or watching. You don't have to fall in the trap before you learn from it. All right? Good. Jovi says he's listening. And pay attention to CMR's mistakes. All right? I hope you guys learn. Um, Tana says, I don't think he loved the girl. He loved his wife. He just got carried away like most men do. Yeah. He got carried away, and right now he's gone all the way away. Because this is so bad. All over, this is so bad. Kay says we want them to heal and learn and take some time to heal. As bloggers, just dragging them and interviewing the girl, she's all about the clout. Of course, her platforms are growing from this, you know. It's all about the crowd. So she's going up while CMR and his family going down. All right, but this is all because of CMR. The man dead wrong, however, for better or worse. Right, that's what we said last night, Kay, for better or for worse. Ricky saying good night, Mona, Tana. And this is the thing with most men. They cheat with some little waist girl. So, Tana, you started out with the English and you're gone. Man. This is the thing with most men. They cheat with some little waist girl and make what they have home look away, and make what they have look at home now look away. Now you as the wife have to really wonder what you're not doing right. And you know, when men step out and cheat, women have the tendency to like look into themselves and say, okay, what did I not do? How could I have prevented this? What am I doing wrong? What am I not doing? And the truth is, women, for the most part, it's not, you're not the problem. You're not the problem. Men just long and greedy. Some men never get too bad. Okay. Some men, listen, they read this, they reading this, make me look like me can't read, you know. Some men never go to bed. Is that get too bad or be? Oh, some men never get feel bad. Them never get feel, you know, do the things them when they're younger, or be with a bad girl, as they call it. So them step out to test the water, and most time the test cause a mess. And this is exactly what's happening, and that is so true, case. So, and oftentimes you hear people say, you know, in your younger years, if there's any fantasies that you have or whatever, go and do what you need to do before you settle into a marriage. Because you can't step out of your marriage and do stuff like that. That's just not okay. Ricky. Yes, Ricky, 5 kids after. Well, is it 5? Technically it's 3, right? 3 kids after. That's when you want to go test the waters. Huh. And they don't change after. Well, I am hoping that this is definitely a turning point for CMR. I have heard allegations that this is not the first. I don't know. But I do hope that this is the absolute last. I hope that this leaves a nasty taste in his mouth, that he will not yearn for the streets anymore and just work it out. If Chrissy will allow it, because this is a tough one, very, very tough one. But I am saying to the Carter's family, from one Carter to the next, you know, see if you guys can work it out. We're rooting for you. We're praying for you. Seek whatever channels you need to. Take a break if you need to. Whatever you guys need to get back to, you know, yourselves. Please do so. We wish you all the best. This is not the worst thing that could happen. you can definitely work through it. All right. So 30 minutes of that, we are moving right along. Let me hear what Tana say first. Cause Mrs. Them a laugh after me. Jody, read in your mind before you read out loud so you can understand our dialect, because most of us can't stick to proper English like myself. Okay, I'll try. A part what Jody can't talk. I can talk it. I just can't read it that well. All right, guys. So let's move on. All the best to the Carter family. We're moving right along. So last week we spoke about some things that we should avoid doing in our relationship, right? So this week we're actually going to talk about some things, some healthy practices, some things that we should do in our relationship. And as I was saying, for those who are just coming on, this is not a lecture, and this is not a one-man conversation. I would like for you to engage with me. And I also said, while I do know that these are healthy practices, I am found wanting or lacking or short of, doing some of these. So this is not to say, oh, this is what I'm doing, so this is what you should do. No, it is saying these are some of the practices. You pick and choose what you would like to do. All right. So um, some healthy practices. Now, I'm going to talk about compromise. And last week we spoke about compromise, and I was saying avoid how much you compromise. Don't compromise to the point where you lose yourself, or don't always be the only one compromising. Compromise should be between both. So that's what we said last week. Be careful how much of yourself you compromise. So this week it's back on the chart, and it's our first one that we're going to talk about: compromise. Everywhere you go, if your relationship is in a trouble and you go to counseling, the counselor is going to tell you, you guys have to compromise. All right. So compromise does make for a good, healthy relationship, but as I said, you don't want to compromise too much. Compromise alleviates unnecessary arguments. You guys must be able to meet each other halfway, not allowing one person to make all the compromise all the time. All right. So our first healthy relationship practice is to learn how to compromise with your partner so that you guys can live in harmony. All right. Always remember that you're two different persons, raised two different ways, two different background, two different mind, two different way of thinking, two different way of doing things. So of course you guys have to compromise to make it work. All right. It can't just always be I follow this person or this person. It has to be both of you have to compromise. All right. What do you guys say about that one? Monia said compromise. What are you? I'm thinking. What are you saying about compromise? Waiting to see if Monia have a response. Let me give care. The man I live to live to rat. It's stupid, right, Damien? Thanks for coming on, Damien. Yeah. What was I? Hi, Care Phenomenal. Thanks for coming on. Good night, good night, good night. As you come on, remember to give the live a thumbs up. Okay, I am about to give you your wrench, your badge of honor. Okay, that should be it. All right, so I am moving on from compromise. So that's too much grief in my heart. I can't talk. All right, Ricky, when you do, get back to talking, we welcome what you have to say. So, compromise. The next one, I didn't even bother to talk about this last week, but it was one of the first things that came up this week is honesty. And healthy relationship practice is to be honest and complete honesty with each other. You have to completely be honest with each other. And guys, this is important. And everybody tell a little lie sometimes. I did share a story before where I was supposed to go to I had some business to do at the tax office, and I was supposed to leave work at a particular time. I did not get to leave work at that time, but when Dale called me, I was still at work, but I told him I was actually on my way to the tax office. Didn't need to lie. That was, nothing to lie about. I wasn't doing anything wrong. But I'm just saying, and things could have gone the wrong way because he was actually wanting to surprise me at the tax office. He was at the tax office waiting on me to surprise me. But here I am telling him I'm on my way there when I was actually still at work. Lying for no reason. Those are little lies. But guess what? The little lies sometimes turns into big lies and bigger lies and bigger lies. All right? On it, you want to practice to be honest with each other for whatever reason, or even if you think it's going to upset the person, you need to be honest. All right? Honesty is if you cannot be honest with your partner, like you cannot be completely transparent with your partner, your relationship, going to have some rough spots. So you want to ensure that you're completely honest with your partner. As Kara Phenomenal says, honesty is the best policy, and we know that from winner grade 1. Honesty is the best policy. All right, so compromise, be honest with each other. We're going to move on to another one. All right, meeting on the middle. Okay, yeah, all right. Let's talk about maintaining individuality. Maintaining individuality. And I want you guys to talk to me now. What does that mean to you? Maintaining individuality. What does that mean to you? In a relationship, what does maintaining individuality mean to you? I mean, it's a relationship. What are we talking about maintaining individuality? When you're getting married, you're told at the altar that you are now one, right? Maintaining individuality. The pastor tells us that we are now one. So what are we talking about maintaining individuality in a relationship? For a healthy relationship, we have to maintain individuality. What does that mean to you guys? All right, Kay says it's hard. While you're thinking about that, let me go to some of what the comments were about compromise. Kay says it's hard at times to compromise, but we need to meet in the middle sometimes. Right? Was there anything else? No. Okay. All right. So Tana is saying personal space, mental space. Good night, Andrea. Thanks for coming. Mona says, but most good one. Don't lose yourself. Be yourself. Tana says, being personally independent. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Great answers, guys. Don't change yourself by losing yourself. Tana says, good night, Ricky. All right, guys. Maintaining individuality, right? Don't lose yourself in your relationship. While we're saying compromise is good, we're also saying, however, do not lose yourself. Know who you are going into the relationship and keep being yourself. I mean, your partner should be with you for you. Your partner should be with you because they saw something that they like, and they're saying, okay, I want to be with this person. So when you get with that person should not come in the relationship and tell you who your friends should be, what you should do, when you should do it, how you should do it. You should maintain individuality. Maintain your friendships outside of your relationship. Maintain your hobbies. If you liked to read, you still read. If you liked to go on the beach, still go on the beach. You maintain individuality. All right? Maintain who you are as a person. You should still know who you are outside of being married to your partner, right? You should not only be Mrs. or Mr. You should still be yourself. I am still Jody. I am still me. All right? You don't change yourself to fit into somebody. Maintain your individuality. Agreed? When you look in the mirror, you should still see yourself. Now, while I was what if your hobbies are wrong? How can a hobby be, well, let me think. Junior, would you mind giving some examples? Guys, remember me say, I'm just giving out some of these. I'm not a professional or anything, and I may be guilty of not doing some of these things, all right? Junior Tanner says, try fix it. Junior Monia says, I don't understand. I understand what he's trying to say. He's saying, what if you, like we're saying, maintaining individuality when you get into a relationship, don't change who you are. So he's saying, or don't change your hobbies. And he's saying, what if some of your hobbies are wrong? For example, what if you're a smoker? We all know smoking is bad for your health. What if your partner is a smoker and you don't like that? For something like that, you can encourage your partner to stop smoking. That's not, letting them lose themselves or changing who they are. It is something that is, better for their health. All right. That's what you're saying, right, Junior? Hobbies like those, like or bad habits like smoking. Uh, Tell them in a decent way at the appropriate time and work on it. That's why you compromise, right? That's something that you can definitely compromise on. What if it's a male friend? Is it okay for females to have male best friends after marriage? I am biased here, Andrea. I am very biased because I do think that females can have male best friends, but I do not, and I repeat, do not think that males can have female best friends. All the men in the chat, come for me now. Come for me. I will repeat. I do think it's completely possible that females can have male best friends, but I do not think it is possible that males can have female best friends. So come for me. And I can explain why. Come for me. I want the males to come for me. See, Jovi agrees. Andrea agrees. Monia agrees. Junior, what are you saying? Tana says I'm biased. Tana, is it that I'm biased or I'm being real? If you check it out, if a male have a female best friends, according to him, at some point, he wanted something different from that female. And because it didn't work out, he says, all right, let's resort to being friends. But if that girl ever says one day, okay, let's go for it, trust me, pani yai tap. Pani yai tap. And I want the men to disagree with me. Is it possible for a male to have a female best friend with no strings attached, no one, not no time, period? Can you honestly say that to me? Ricky, Manayard, Junior, Junior, Junior laughs. Junior still don't answer me. Is that even remotely possible? Tanas? Okay. Kay says, watch double standards. It might be double standard, but it's very true. And I heard Steve Harvey speak about this before. It's very true. But it's the same thing on both ends if you're going to put it that way. If he's having problem and he confides in her, I believe she will try to manipulate him. Yeah. What are you saying, Tana? If the girl have a male best friend and she decides, say, let's go, it works both ways. But if a female is in a relationship, well, you know what? Let me not say that, because I am basically speaking based on how I think, and that's not necessarily maybe how the average female thinks. All right. Yes, the female most times will not fling themselves onto the male best friend, but the male can still ask and she can give in someday, especially when she's having problems at home. That is very true. Junior says, I'll accept friends, but not best friends. Whether a friend or a best friend, I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. Um, Ricky says, I can come for you, Jody, but you're almost right. It can happen. It might be harder for a man, but a man that is completely committed and is set apart, such relationship is possible. Raven Blaze, good night, Raven Blaze. Raven says, I smoke weed. What are you referring to? Are you commenting on what we were saying about the smoking cigarette hobby? If your partner have a problem with that, then what happens then? Let's hear what you're saying, Raven Blaze. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for joining us tonight. Blaze, so Tana Ware is asking, does your partner likes the fact that you smoke weed? Ricky says, I'm not going to friend a woman to be best friend. I know my wife would not be comfortable, so I'd avoid such friendship. Hey, good, Ricky. I like that. Well done. Okay. All right, so we spoke about compromise and we spoke about maintaining individuality. Don't lose yourself. Don't stop doing don't stop doing what makes you you. Smoking don't makes you you. So that's not it. Don't stop doing the things that makes you you. All right? So maintain individuality. So we talk about honesty, maintaining individuality, and compromise. Now we're going to talk about anger management in your relationship. Now, everybody, we're a human being. Everybody get upset sometimes. But how you express anger. Hold on. All right, how do you express yourself, or what's an healthy way to express yourself when you're angry in a relationship? First of all, if you two worked up, count to 10, say your ABC, go one side, cool off. All right, it's not the best idea to have conversations when you are angry or heated. When you're angry or heated, the best thing to do, because you will not be able to express yourself properly in that time, because what comes out of your mouth, or some persons get so angry that they punch a wall, or um things like those that are not healthy in a relationship, that will intimidate your partner. So when you're super angry, you count to 10, you go one side, you cool off. Don't try to have heated conversation. And I think we made some mention of this last week. Don't try to um, have conversations with your partner when your partner is angry. So a good anger management, practice good anger management in your relationship. And good anger management, either partner is too heated, you separate and you cool off before having that conversation. Yes, that conversation, it must be had. And yes, it's okay for you guys to have disagreements or quarrels in the relationship. But what you have to be careful or mindful of how you express yourself, the words you choose, what you say, and the things that you choose to do when you're angry. All right. So our next healthy practice is to practice good anger management in your relationship. Um, okay, so Andrea is still talking about the male best friend, female best friend thing. Yes, no partner is going to be comfortable having his or her mate having an opposite sex for a bestie. Yeah, don't sit right with me. Tana, some men have a lot of female friends and criticize their partner with them. So true. Andrea, yes, words spoken can never be erased. Yes, once you put it out there, you can't take it back. So practice good anger management in your relationships. You can't take it back. Yes. Yeah, it is something that we take lightly, but it's very important that we practice how we express ourselves when we're angry. And if we're not able to do that properly, then you wait until you cool off. Or if you know that you're somebody who will say the meanest things when you're angry, do not say that, because every time you disrespect your partner, because of course you're going to disrespect your partner if you're going to be so angry and don't you know control your anger, you're going to end up disrespecting your partner, and with every disrespect your partner becomes less attractive to you. All right, Tana agree. Okay, Monia says think I'm good at that. So you're good at anger management. Me too. I think so. Am I good at anger management, Dale? I think I am. I can't talk when I'm angry because my mouth has no filter. I prefer to stay quiet. And that Tana right there, staying quiet, is a good anger management practice. So rather than saying something that you know you can't take back, you shut up your mouth and you wait till you cool down where you can find other and better words to express yourself. What's up? I just want a snack. Go grab it. Wait. Andrea says I have two angry words and then I'm done. Monia says practice good anger management. Yeah, so you're saying you're good at practicing good anger management. Good. Uh, Males be mindful that female mouth is their strength. Yeah. I am I'm not good in that department. Me can't cuss and yeah. Me, if I'm angry, um, if I'm angry, I don't curse. What do I do when I'm angry? Jade, what do I do when I'm angry?
You yell.
I yell.
Yeah.
Jade say I yell. Okay, so I yell, but I don't use like offensive languages. Uh, so Tana says, worse when I start, I don't finish. So Tana, it's good when you said you go one side, be quiet. Both my person laugh when I say them. What are those two words, Andrea? What are your two angry words? I wanna know. Kay says, so just walk away and go watch a series and cool until you cool off. Tana is laughing. They're laughing at what you said, Jade, that I yelled. Yes, I'm angry. I may yell. Well, mostly at Jade, because,
Really?
yeah. All right. So, anger management. All right. Practice good anger management. Um, so we're going to move on to another one. Celebrate each other's accomplishments. Guys, I am big on this one. Support your partner's dreams and goals, whether they're immediate goals or long-term goals, short-term goals. Support your partner on their goal and celebrate their achievements. Now, a goal can be going to fix some like Daily's on a big project, right? Daily's doing a project on our work van. And yesterday I was there with him. I have no help to the only help I can give Dale on this project is company, right? So I was there with him yesterday and I was so exhausted just watching him think and fitting things together and pulling them apart and you know, Bobo was here earlier. I don't know if he left. Yeah. So Dale is working on this project and it's taking a long time. Um because it's a lot of technicalities, right? So yesterday didn't get much done. And today he went there this morning and he was working on the project. And when I saw where he reached, I gave him a hug and I was like, good job. Like, and I could hear it in his voice that he felt so pleased with himself. So guys, you have to celebrate your partner's accomplishment. That's an accomplishment. That's a goal that he set out this morning and he went and he achieved his goal. You got to celebrate with your partners. You got to let them know, all right, your goal is important to me. As I said, I can't help him with it, but I let him know how I feel about it. So you have to celebrate and support your partner's goals and accomplishment. You don't have to wait for no big nothing. It doesn't have to be big. It's the little things. It's the little things. So you celebrate your partner's goals and accomplishment. Wait.
Mom, can I blow out the candles?
Tana was here last week. Yes, Tana was here last week. Tana says, Lord God, some partner bad man each other. Truth, I was thinking about it today. You have some partners who bad mind each other. Like they're not genuinely happy when their partner achieves something. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about, the things that we should actually do. And we need to celebrate with our partner. All right? And I'm not talking about the big things. Oh, my partner with Grammy Awards or Oscar Awards. I'm not talking about the big things. I'm talking about the little things in the daily lives. Uh, 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 Especially the men when they see the woman doing better than them. Yeah, man. Bad mind in a relationship for truth. Andrea is agreeing with you, Tana. Yes, yes, and yes. True, Tana. I have personal experience before with that one before. Yeah, some partners literally go in competition with each other. But guess what? A win for my partner is a win for me. Whatever he accomplished is an accomplishment for me too. We're a team. We're a team, we're a unit. So his accomplishment is my accomplishment. I'm happy. I'm so happy. I think I saw Dale doing some video on the project. So I at some point will put it on the channel and you guys can remember that I was talking about it. Um Ricky says sometimes that's all we need, company even if you can't help. Me can't help no more than passing to screw and passing to what you call it, lug nut or whatever that thing is. That's all I can do. I can't do much, but I was so happy to see where he got. And I gave him a big hug and I'm sure he felt good knowing that I came there and I acknowledged what he did. Um Tana, me feel like by your red stripe. Tana. So the persons in the chat are bigging you up for that comment where you made that, some partners bad mind them partner. You see, Jovi, what did Jovi said? You're so right, Ricky. Yeah, the company, yeah, yeah. Like yesterday when I went there, it was just a company. I can't do much. Jovi says, I like your reasoning, Jody, not lie. Plus the little things, they're negative toward, they don't celebrate your success. And as I said, guys, we're not talking about no big nothing. We're talking about the little things, the little daily life things, the little things that other persons wouldn't even pay attention to, but you know what it means to your partner. Let them know that you know what it means. Celebrate with your partner, guys. It doesn't matter how big or how small. It goes a huge way in your relationship. Yes, Jody, agreeing with you. Yes, Jody, that's a big help. It really shows your support. Yeah. I would take a drink, no Monia. Jody, them partner don't see that we can win together. They don't think it's beneficial to them. Yeah, you do have partners like that. But guys, it's a teamwork. So guess what? And if you truly mean each other well, where your partner's accomplishment is your accomplishment. I feel so good to know that I've been hearing Dale with this thing in his head for weeks. And to see him bring it to life, me feel good. Me feel it's an accomplishment for me too. You understand? So you have to celebrate with your partners. A win for your partner is a win for you. Exactly, Monia. Don't even realize that the same bread they're eating from. Yep. Teamwork make the dream work. Yes, man. You are a team. So work together, support each other's goals, no matter how small, immediate or long term, support each other. Okay, most times they want you to support their dreams and achievements, but yours, no matter, they want you in their shadow. Yeah, a lot of persons suffer this in their relationship where I think in most relationship dynamic there's always one that is more dominant than the other one, and that's okay. But where the problem comes in is where the dominant one always want the other one in the spotlight. um so you must never get ahead, or you must never achieve something ahead of them. They must always be the one at the end. Many times it's the male, but you do have relationship where this is the female, where they want to be ahead and stay ahead. And as I said, there's nothing wrong with somebody being dominant in the relationship, but you also have to remember that you are a team, you work as a team, you grow as a team, and you win as a team. Good night, Les. Thank you for coming on. How are you doing? So last week we spoke about things that we should avoid doing in a relationship. This week we're talking about the things that you should actually do in a relationship. So we're on the part where we should celebrate with each other's and support each other's dreams, goals, aspirations. All right? Partners must not compete with each other. No, it's a teamwork. There's no need for competition, or there shouldn't be any need for competition. Joe, me cook jerk chicken for the first time, and felt so proud, and that them bad mind me for thinking it's a competition. No. And sometimes it's just a self goal, and other persons may think that you're competing with them. It shouldn't be that way, guys. Your relationship is a partnership. It's a team of two, not three. It's a team of two. All right. So everybody's saying good night to Les. We're going to move on to another one. Yeah. And in supporting your partner, always let your partner know how proud you are of them when they achieve a goal. And as I keep saying, it doesn't have to be a big goal. It doesn't matter how big or how small. Let them know that you are proud of them. All right. Date nights. Date nights are healthy relationship practices. Never stop dating. And this is so important because, especially in marriages, you become so comfortable that you forget to set aside time that you just be with each other. It doesn't Date night doesn't have to mean you dress up and go out. Date night is just personal time that you take off to connect with each others. If you're watching a movie, you watch a movie, or if you want to just eat some peanut, drink a wine, and talk, then do that. It's a way of connecting with each other and just a way of saluting your relationship. Um, and one thing I'm going to add, and guys, Dale is probably sleeping, but if Dale is here, one thing I'm going to add about date night. Date night is a moment for two persons. So whatever you're doing, you do it together. You see, there's something that when you're phone, and Lord knows I'm guilty. You see that little thing that named phone. You see when you're having date night, if you don't turn it off or put it on silent, put it far away from you. Like sometimes I'm having a little date night with Dale, and I'll have the phone on the coffee table, and if I'm there and I see an important email come in, then I'm going to take up the damn phone and I'm going to go on it. Or if I see a YouTube message come in or whatever. And this is so wrong of me. And I know. Date night, put the phones away. Lock out the world. I don't care how important, well, life or death is excused. But put the phones away and just be with your person. Whether you're just gonna watch a movie or you're just gonna eat some food, I wanna just have a talk. Whatever it is that you decide to do, put the phones away. And as I said, I am guilty. You're not asleep. You want to say anything about the phone and date night, Dale?
Yeah, after the close.
Eh?
Hmm?
Wait. Come say hello. Tell them about the phone and date night.
One people.
Mm.
Yeah,
Long time they not see you now. They not
I
even know if you're
know.
still there.
Still there, man.
Say hi.
What going,
Look
peeps?
on the eye red. Dale has been working all day.
Yeah, real tired, but Yeah. Well, anyway, date night as I talk about date night, yeah. No
That's why you
phones,
come out.
man. Yeah.
That's why you come out.
No phones during date night.
Leslie saying hi, Dale.
Wagwan less bless up.
Long time no see you.
Yeah, I've been missing in action, man. This project have me in hiatus. This
Listen, Dale love you, baby.
good night, Andrea. I
I'm
love my bed. It's just,
tired.
I've been working on this project, man. Every week. Morning.
Why Dale I make me vision things? Oh my God, Mona, what are you talking about?
Morning, walk on.
Junior was
Yeah.
on the live.
World boss.
I don't know
Where's
if
world
he's still
boss?
here. He probably
Come
probably
on, boss.
gonna work.
Yeah.
All right, no, yeah, we are.
Yeah, I miss you two guys.
Yeah, see Tana long time you don't see him,
Tanya,
not true?
Tanya, long time.
Tanya team
Yeah,
deal, you know.
for real. I'm there missing, you know.
She said no that Tana don't miss her life, you know. She said no, she can't see you.
Yeah.
Maybe next week. How about you come out to see Dale next week? I'll
I
go
guess
somewhere and Dale.
I guess next week I can join the live.
Ricky says big up.
Bless up Ricky. Yeah man.
And
Every time.
Ricky's working on something for us.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do like a big unboxing on YouTube, like a big
Really?
unboxing. Ah,
Yeah.
Team Dale all the
Team
way.
deal all the way. How you mean? Bless up man. Respect. Thanks for the love. Yeah.
Soon come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if me get some sleep guys, but continue supporting guys.
Yeah.
Next week I'll be on the live.
Next week the project should be done though. No, next week is going to be crappy weather. Me and Jay
Yeah,
check.
next week gonna be crappy, but yeah. But I'll try to be on the live next week. Alright? So prepare the discussion so we can.
Or you should lead the discussion next week. It should be your discussion next week.
Really?
Say Team Dale for discussion next week.
No, I'm not gonna lead the discussion, Jody. You're gonna lead.
Guys, you know what Dale said? Dale said, "Me love chat." So
Yeah.
this is what I should do.
Listen, I'm here to talk. So, you know, you have some leaders in the relationship, you know, and they lead in certain aspect. You understand? So I let Jody lead in this aspect.
In chatting.
Yeah. Yeah. I let Jody lead in this aspect.
You're leading chatting.
She knows say I feel strong point.
What Dale are telling me say me chat too much, guys?
She knows say I feel strong point. This in, not only this, you know what I mean, but in many other points. But this I want to Jody's strong point. Everyone love to see you.
Yeah,
man.
they miss you.
I'll be back next week, no doubt. All right, let's.
Dale and Ricky should be do a live, you know.
Yeah, hopefully
Dale
one
and
day,
Ricky
yeah.
should be a live.
Yeah, so, yeah, man. Bless up, guys. Thanks for the support.
Yeah.
Next week I'll be here. I'll try to get some sleep now.
We are going to stick to it.
Yeah, next week, I promise you. Next week I'll be here.
Alright.
Alright?
Bye. We
Bless
all
up.
play our part, bro. Yeah, let's read the comments. Yeah. So, leave the phones alone, man. Leave the phones alone. Guilty as charged. Alright, let me go up. Whoa, Wally a message. Good night, good night. Money relationship. Password one. Alright. Whoa. Partner, so we're going back up. Partners must not compete with each other. Money, LOL, let's good night. My ex did not want me to attend classes. He never support me, told me not to go. Anybody that goes against you bettering yourself, gaining more knowledge, that person, yeah, that wouldn't last forever. Okay.
Actually, I wake up early for school.
Mona, those relationships never get past square one. Joe, no, them never do jerk chicken before. And for me to do it, I felt like I achieved something. And you did achieve something. Oh wow, Andrea. Leslie saying sorry to hear that, Andrea. Yeah, it's never a good thing if your partner is going to discourage you from bettering yourself. No. All right, back to the date night story. Can't go on a date night with broke pocket and self-centered people. All them do sleep. All them do asleep. Hmm. Andrea is telling Les thanks. I did not listen to him. I did it on my own. There you go. Good. And that's a part of maintaining your individuality. Do what you have to do for you. Don't lose yourself. We all are guilty of the phone. It's really not healthy. True. True. Me turn off my phone at date night. No disturbances. There you go, Les. That's the right thing to do. I mean, phones are such a distraction, especially for me. Um, People send emails or messages. They don't stop at 5 o'clock. I'll get email or messages up to 8 o'clock sometimes or more, and I tend to read them when I get them, and it's not good. You know, when you and your partner are doing something, not only date night, but Dale and I can just simply be having a conversation, and I'll go on the phone to check something. And yeah, I'm working on it though. We had a discussion about it. He spoke about it, and I am truly working on it. So as I said, I'm not coming to you from a perfect place. I'm too guilty. I'm guilty of these things. Um, uh, 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 okay. Ricky says, talk truth, Jody, ladies thing that I guess. Ricky, you don't do that. You don't use your phone like if you guys are watching a movie. You don't check a message here and there. You don't check two YouTube messages, Ricky. Tell me if you don't check two YouTube messages. Because I do. Uh, 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 uh. Um, if I'm alone on my phone, when I'm with my partner, I put it away. Dale Wagwan, Dale of in bed. And I agree with the dates because some people believe that after they win the person over, that's if that's it. They should stop trying to impress or impress me right through and through. Right, like date nights should never stop. Like, no man, you don't have to take time. And while I'm saying it doesn't have to be a situation where you go out, you should go out sometimes as well. Still dress up, um, still dress up for each other and go out. I don't do this often because we're busy. We're in the state where we're building our business. Good night, Ronaldo. Thank you for coming on. Remember to hit that thumbs up and please subscribe to our channel. Guys, say hello to Ronaldo. Ronaldo is new to the channel tonight. Yeah, as I was saying, we're quite busy right now, so I don't always get to dress up, but when I do, I dress up, Still remind your partner who you are and why you guys are together. All right, still do the little things them. Whatever you used to do in the beginning, you make sure you still do them. I never used to do nothing. Ooh. Andrea was saying good night, Dale. Monia said, why Dale, I make me try vision things. Tana says, Dale, we miss you. Now that I'm active, can't see you. Dale is coming back, guys. As I said, this project, huge. Maybe if Ricky was in Maine, then Ricky could have helped him. I'm sure Ricky could have probably helped him. Les says, Dale, everyone love to see you. So you have to start the live each time. He's coming back. Ricky says we all play our part. That's true, Dale. This is our strong point. You're just feeling. Yeah. Dale says even when I'm here, I'm going to talk him up anyway. Um, One day. Good night, Dale. Bless up. Yeah. All right, and we all said good night to Ronaldo. Ronaldo said good night, Monia. Andrea said hello, Ronaldo or Ronaldo. Date night. Nope. My phone away. My wife is now trying to put away the phone when we go on dates. Yeah. Hi, Bella. Thanks for coming on, Bella. Bella, we miss you. We miss you from here. We miss you from there. We miss you from everywhere. Find back that place, Bella. Well, CV1 Bella. What does that mean? Plus, ladies, no long. Andrea, that's a tough one. Andrea is saying, in keeping with, keep doing the things that you were doing at the beginning of the relationship, right? Andrea is saying, where, hi Heather, thanks for coming on. Heather, we're talking about things that we should do to maintain a healthy relationship. So, Andrea is saying, no long nighty and tie up head. I don't know if Dale tell lie, but the tie up head, most of us females, especially if you know you do your hair, guys, look how long I have on this hair, yeah. I have to tie it up at night time. I keep a bonnet over this like always. When I'm going somewhere, I can brush it down. Like when me a company life, me just brush it down and company life. Me look brand new again. So Andrea, the tie up, the tie up head part kind of sticky. The tie up head part kind of sticky. The long nighty, I can't sleep. I can't sleep in anything that's going to make me feel trapped. So yeah, I stay away. But me not even have no long nighty. Me have nighty. I used to, but me not have anymore. But that's definitely true, guys. You should know your partner. And if these things matter to your partner every now and then, um, every now and then you make sure say you still do these things. But I'm not a nighty girl. I'm more like a birthday suit kind of girl. That's the best way to sleep. Yeah, but me bonnets, me always have one bonnet. I have to keep the hair going. Um, okay. So there, Leslie saying, Andrea, you're right. Ricky, Bella says, blessings, Ricky. Monia says she's always on her phone. So Monia, that's something that you have to work on. I don't know. Dale became so annoyed. Dale is not a like a phone person, but that side of the business I am mostly involved with it. So I'm always checking the phone and doing stuff with the phone. But I am working on it. So Monia, you need to work on the phone stuff. Um, Always look good and sexy for your partner. Good point. No, see a lot of persons, and this is why a lot of committed relationships. I'm not just talking about marriage. Committed relationships. As soon as you get comfortable with your partner, then you just relax and you just let go yourself, and whatever goes. And that should not be. You have to maintain these things. So if you know say that wasn't you in the beginning, then you shouldn't start out doing it, because then your partner is going to look out for it, and then when you can't bother no more, then what's going to happen? Uh, Ricky, we have to protect the hair. What Ricky says, them love tie up them. We have to protect the ear. Hello. Oh God. Kay says sleep nude birthday suit. I agree with that one. That's the best way to sleep. Birthday suit. Um, just don't look old. Put effort into it. Now make him go look out a road. He should always look forward to coming home. Still I go look a road, but yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's not all the time though. My. When my wife let out her hair, I'm like, whoa, look at all that hair. Woo. And aren't you just ready to go play in it, Ricky? So true, Andrea. Yeah, Ricky says, Les says, oh, Ricky, nice. Yeah. All right, so, all right. Be spontaneous. Hi, Jordan. Thanks for coming on. We're talking about things that you should practice doing to maintain a healthy relationship. These are some of the things, not all, just some. So we are at be spontaneous. What does that, just when we're ready for playing it up again. Where's Ricky when you gear up and ready for go play night here, gone up again? Ricky saying, Jordan, big up yourself. Ricky, be spontaneous. Another healthy relationship practice. Be spontaneous. Andrea, Les, Monia, Kay, Bella, Ricky, what does that mean to you? Jordan, what does it mean to you? Being spontaneous. Compromise, honesty, maintaining individuality, good anger management, support your partner, date night, be spontaneous. We're on a good roll. These are good points, you know. We're on a good roll. Monia said, change up the thing. All right. Kay, what you say? Be spontaneous. What does it mean to be spontaneous in your relationship? What does it mean to be spontaneous? Have a little spontaneity. Monia says, change up the thing. I want to hear some more from you. So on me if you tell me say less. On me if you tell me say on out there not being spontaneous. Andrea says, just do it. Don't premeditate. Tana says, Lord God of mercy. Tana, why? I want pop up in here. Tana, me can't read the one here. Hey, Tana, guys, look, please read Tana's comment for yourselves. Be spontaneous. If the man say let's do it, let's do it. Oh God. Be spontaneous, my wife. Love when me show up at yes. My wife love when me show up at lunchtime from work to eat lunch with her, or ask her to meet me for lunch when we plan a massage at the Ricky, no sir. Ricky, you hot. Ricky, you know the things them. Ricky, you know the things them. Andrea says surprise him. Ricky says wife love when me plan the dates and she have no idea where she's going. I like this. Ricky's quite the romantic.
Let's says be romantic. What you mean you can't sit on a comment? You can't sit on a comment. Go back up. Andrea says water with wow. Let me drink some water. Okay, where's the tambourine? Me need me greater tonight. The spontaneous one and light up the comment section. Be a fire in the comment section. Ricky sound like you are the only Mr. Romantic in here. Why? Ricky says my wife teach me Tana. Yes, man. So guys, be spontaneous. All your points have been noted and they are great points. Great points. Man, I wish I could tell you guys some story about being spontaneous, but I cannot. I cannot. I have to keep it PG. That's good, Ricky, that you learn. You know what? A lot of men refuse to listen to their wives and learn, right? I always say females are delicate flowers or roses. You just have to learn how to treat them and to water them and to nourish them and let them grow and become the best them. Let the roses be roses. This is how you treat the roses. Tana says, and this is another thing too, we can teach each other. Right, we can teach each other's partners to do right by us. Yes. You teach your partner, and one of the great way of teaching your partner is to communicate by saying yes right there. Go up, go down, go around, do that again. Why? Let's say yes, Ricky, go on with it. Ricky, we need your wife to come on the live, you know, and let us know if these are words or true. Because this sound like you learned well. Tana says, yes, Jody, right. This Tana, you love a foolishness. My wife and I do the 5 love language. Yes, I'm a 5 love language kind of person too. All of them. Yes, Tana, you love it, is it? Yes, so guys, being spontaneous, the element of surprise, keep your relationship floating and rolling. You're still learning? Well, you come a long way. Yeah, you can give the man them some lesson, Ricky. Yeah, so the element of surprise in a relationship, always maintain that element of surprise. Be spontaneous. And while we're talking about being spontaneous in the bedroom, we can also be spontaneous outside of the bedroom. Like Ricky says, popping up for lunch, or you know, take your partner somewhere where they don't know where they're going. Like, that's spontaneous. Or just going to the store. You went to the store to buy you went to the store for whatever reason, and you come back home with chocolates for your partner. Now, guys, let me share a little story with you where chocolates, you know, going to the store and bring back chocolate for your partner. Now, Dale would always go to, like, if he goes to Walmart, he always bring back a little thing for Jade. And one day he said to me, you know, when you see me come home with little treats for Jade, I want to bring something for you too, but I don't know what. Saniki, I don't know what to bring for you because, guys, guess what? I'm not a chocolate person. You know, I can't eat nuts because they make me gassy. So I'm kind of picky. So he's like, I don't know what to bring. I don't know what to bring from the store with you. So what are some options? What are some things and that is so nice. And so now sometimes he'll go and he'll bring back what he knows I like. Like the other day when he went to New Jersey and he came back with some, the Jamaican Malta. And that means so much to me. That's being spontaneous. Like, you go somewhere and you see something that your partner would appreciate or like, you bring it for them. So you have to be spontaneous in the bedroom and outside of the bedroom. You understand? Make your partner feel special. Be the element of surprise. Your partner don't know what you're coming with next. They don't know what you're going to do next. You get what I'm saying? Let me go up. Okay. Okay, Tana Monia was saying you should repeat that comment that I couldn't read because she said she don't see it when she scroll. All right, let's say go on with the thing, Ricky. We can teach it. We can teach and learn it together. Ricky says we'll do Andrea. Tana says yes, right. This so Jody. Ricky says my wife and I do the 5 love language. Ricky says I'm learning less. Les says that's great, Ricky. Kay says Jojo, but we learn every day. Same way, it's dynamic. It must always a spice up and change up. Yes, man. You have to change up the thing and spice up the thing, and it all have to. It makes your partner feel valuable and wanted and feel respected and enjoyed in the relationship. You know. A relationship is supposed to provide all these needs for both partners, Both are you in the relationship. We all said hi to Saniki. Mona says, I used to get stuff for them, but not anymore. I stopped being spontaneous. You can't stop being spontaneous, Mona. You have to always be spontaneous. And spontaneous, as I said, inside and outside of the bedroom. And being spontaneous is not like, don't wait on special days or Valentine's or birthdays or anniversary. You don't have to wait on those things to add the element of surprise. The element of surprise, your partner must know what you're coming with. Also meaning, it doesn't matter the day. If it's Valentine's Day, say your partner will come with something. No, we're talking about outside of that. Don't wait on special days to be spontaneous and do something nice for your partner and treat your partner. You guys should treat each other, man. Big up deal, me bring Popeye biscuit for my wife. Some big up deal. Me bring Popeye's biscuit for my wife for some reason that does it for her. Oh yes, I have a few treats that I like, but funny enough, the things that I like cannot be found in Walmart. You have to go to a Jamaican store. I don't enjoy the snacks over here much. I don't enjoy the juices. They're either too sweet or too sour. I don't like them. So to get treats for me, you have to go to a Jamaican store. Monia, sometimes you have to teach the other person. Yes, guys, and that's very important, Andrea. Sometimes you have to teach your partner. You have to teach your partner what you like, what pleases you. You understand? You have to teach your partner. Like, you're not going to get where Ricky is overnight. Ricky saying learn, your wife teach him. Right? And I'm sure his wife is so proud of him right now. So you have to teach your partner, bring them up to where you want them. And the partner has to be willing to learn as well. Some people just feel that they know everything and they don't want to learn nothing. In that case, me don't know if I tell you say. Alright, me make a happen up this, so let me go down here so. I had a wonderful time while I was young. My man, who we lived together, we had people come over to watch TV and we wanted to do it, and we went outside and left them watching TV. You sure them still watch the TV and never come watch some real life TV, Monia? Now that's spontaneous. We got St. Anne and the man said, let's do it. He said, let's go to the beach and get it done. Good. Monia sound like she not sound deep reminiscing right now, you know, man. And it's, but now lie, it's bringing me back to some memories too. Let's says Monia same way. Monia, everybody gonna reminisce now, you know. Tanya, Monia seems like a relationship need a little counseling, not trying to offend, just thinking y'all are at a rough spot. Andrea, me tired to teach. Them go teach you, man. Me stop that too. Not everyone has acquired knowledge in these things. Yes, guys. We may take some things for granted that we know, but a lot of times other people don't know. Like these may be little things that we think everybody know, but really and truly not everybody know. As persons don't do it, does anybody take up their phone and Google relationship advice or how to be a better individual in a relationship or what makes a relationship healthy? What makes does anybody Google these things? Really, I'm really asking. Does anybody Google these things? Um. Saniki says, me and my partner, we used to do research and try new things. Yeah, that's good. Monia says, them man are stuck in them ways, they won't change. A lot of them won't change, but like Ricky, not saying Ricky changed from anything, but Ricky says he learned from his partner. You understand? So some of them will, some of them just won't. They're stuck, they're stuck, they're stuck. And that's why they get left. Ricky says, as a Jamaican man, I had to learn how not to be rough and be gentle. And I'm still learning not to be rough as what I saw back in the islands. Listen, Jamaican men, while God blessed the Jamaican men with the proper instruments, some of them are not able to string the chords right and to touch the chords gently to get the right tune. You understand? Some of them feel like they feel haul and pull and push and drag, and that's not it. You understand? You have to know how to string the thing right and play a thing right and know the grooves and the corners, when to do what, how to do what. You understand? So while Jamaican men have the correct tools, they don't have the right manual. Got it? Not all of them though. Some of them, they have everything. The manual and the tool, everything connect up. Ricky, I laugh after Monia. That's wild. If Andrea says, if they have big ego, you have to teach them like they know it already, and you just reminding them. Andrea, that is so true. I have this not specifically in this scenario, but I have a way of suggesting something to somebody and let them think that it was their idea in the first place, so I still get what I want. So that's kind of like that right now. Make them feel like them a do it, but really and truly, or let them feel like them know it, them a do, but you are actually instruct them. It's called leading from behind. It's a great skill. Monia says, all are we having good memories, Joe? Yes, man, all in good memories. Saniki says Jamaican men really rough with you. Yes, man. They can be really rough. Monia, you say you want to be a teacher. Right. So tell her to start here. And the teacher never stops until the lesson is taught. So what teachers do is to change up the strategies if this particular strategy is not working, and teachers learn the learning styles of their students. So in order for the teacher to teach this tough ed student, the teacher have to change their strategies and do more research. Okay, Monia? What is the Jamaican education motto? Every child can learn, every child must. Right? Every student can learn, every student must. Um, Monia says, yes, Ricky, dead with love. Ricky, we talk about the tough ed them. Yes, Saniki, some of them are, but not all. Yeah, not all of them. And nothing is wrong with being rough. You have to know but when to be rough, when to be soft, when to be smooth, and when to be, bumpy. I used to Google, but then I realized it's me alone. Yeah, people don't necessarily Google these things. I don't know why, because I'm sure the information is there. It's like them learn, but them use it back on the side chicks. Side eye. That is true. Oh no, Monia. Side chick should not be a thing. No joke. But it's true though, Ricky. Sometimes you teach them and they go use it elsewhere because they don't want use it on you, make you say, yes, I'm teaching that, The ego. The ego. And there should not be any ego in the bedroom. But the ego, men and their ego, you teach them and they learn it and they know it's a good idea. But because they don't want to say you teach them, go use it somewhere else and make the person them out the real them and say, yes, a good something that and whatever. They're not using it for you. Tana says, once them get the manual, sis, they are really the best. Yeah. Les says, that's true, Tana. Andrea says, me now make no one haul and pull me. If that's the start, I stop. Trust me. After me not dominoes that just slammed down. Oh my God, this is really a fun place to be. Saniki said nobody came with a manual, so each one teach one. Yeah, each one teach one. Kian Kam says, teach in different ways using different methods, different strategies, techniques, right? This teacher not getting paid. Your pay will be the satisfaction. When you teach a person and the person learn and use it, that's your pay. Don't know if any man other from me here, but it's a great thing to tell your wife she is the one that helped you to get where you are. Ricky, you are one in plenty. Because a lot of times they don't want to, as I said, the ego. A lot of times they don't want to admit say you teach them, which it really no matter because as me say, it's a team thing. So if you learn from me, if you better please me, like me win. I won. Yes, Ricky, side chick is a serious thing. We teach them and they go do what I want with them. So nah teach anymore. You can't stop teach, Monia. Monia, you will benefit from your work. I understand, Monia. Tana says, laugh at Andrea. Yeah, we agree. You can't stop. You will benefit from your work. You can't do it to yourself, You need their tools. So you have to teach them to use the tool so that they can do the work right. Right? Then Jody, people around think that's the good treatment you're getting at home because a good treatment they getting. so true. Instead of going to the club, bring the club at home. Yes, Saniki. Monia, you see you? Monia laugh. You see why I said what I said? Hush, mama. Jody, everyone have a wonderful night. Oh, Jody and everyone have a wonderful night. I guess let's go on to bed. Yes, Les, I am wrapping up my time. I'm almost at my time. Yeah, we got 10 minutes. Good night. Say everyone, say good night to Les. All right. So the very last one I have for us tonight, and oh my God, you hear this in every discussion. Every discussion we talk about communication and communication. And I think we're overlapping because we were just talking about communication, because if you're teaching your partner, that's a form of communication too. But communication in a relationship is very important. Not only communication, but communication and understanding. All right? When your partner, if there's something that's bothering you, you must be able to say it to your partner, and you guys must be able to understand each other. A lot of time we communicate, but the recipient doesn't understand. All right, so we have to ensure that we communicate with our partner in a way that they understand what we're saying. Communication is not met if the person don't understand. You can say what you say, but they don't understand what you say. So communication is not met. And a lot of persons don't realize this. They go hand in hand. You communicate, meaning you say what you say, and the person understands and show that and demonstrates that they understand what you're saying. If you have a problem with something, you communicate that with your partner demonstrate that they understand by, if they are the problem or they can fix what you have a problem with, they demonstrate their understanding by making adjustment to their actions to fix the problem. All right, now a lot of times as females, we may have an issue with something and we don't say it, right? We don't communicate it with our partner, and we will let it go and go until it festers, and then that's when we react. No. Once there's an issue, you communicate with your partner, you have a discussion, your partner demonstrate that they understand by fixing the action or doing corrective things to fix the situation. Likewise, if your partner come to you, you sit, you listen. A lot of us, somebody come to us with something, and instead of listening, or we don't listen to understand, we listen to reply. Let me say that again. When your partner come to you communicating something, may they have an issue or whatever, listen to understand. Don't listen to reply. A lot of us listen because, and while they're talking, we're in our head, we're thinking about what we're going to say in response to what they're saying. No, and not everything needs a response, like a worded response. Sometimes we can respond in our action if our partner is communicating there's displeasure or something with something that you have done or said or any issue. You need to listen to your partner, and that is how communication is met. Communication is not met. It's like reading a book. You read the words, but if somebody said to you, tell me what you just read, you can't tell them because there was no understanding. In order for communication to be met, there must be understanding. We need to listen to our partners. All right, if something affects your partner, nobody changes overnight, but you try to make amends. You try to adjust whatever actions to fix the problem. If it's not something that can turn on and fix, you fix it gradually. All right, so communicate with your partners, listen when your partners are communicating with you, and demonstrate that you understand through your actions. How else can I say it? Um, All right, Monia, if your partner mindset is for better or worse, no matter what, then it's good to invest in that relationship. But you got to start communicating your heart's desire so he can learn. See, communicate. So if, let's say, hypothetically speaking, Monia is having issue with her partner, then Monia needs to communicate, and the partner understanding needs to demonstrate understanding by willingness to address the issue. All right, understanding, communication is met when understanding is met. You say what you're saying and the person understand, and the person demonstrate that they understand in their action. All right. Yes, I love to talk and relate to my partner. Tana says it's going to seem like overlapping because communication is one of the biggest thing in any relationship. Yes, it's a big communication and understanding, and we can't leave off that part because a lot of times somebody says something to you and they communicate something to you, but you still don't understand what they're saying. Sometimes they don't express themselves properly. You still don't understand. So sometimes people can communicate things to you, but understanding is still not achieved. All right. Communication is achieved when understanding is achieved. You must understand. And in order to understand, sometimes we have to stop talking and stop thinking about our response and just listen to what the person is saying. And don't leave that discussion unless you understand so that you can change your behavior. Um, yeah, communication is a very big thing. Um, Andrea says, and thank God he is good with me. We communicate well with each other. If you're in a relationship where you guys communicate well with each other, that's very good. For the most part, and I'm going to always relate to myself, for the most part, Dale and I communicate and understand each other well, but there are still times when that communication is not achieved. Still happens, still a work in progress, but it is very important that you guys are able to communicate with each other. Um, yeah, everything. This is the point of the night. Everything else will be a problem if you can't communicate well. If you can't communicate well, you can't fix nothing in a relationship. Nothing else matter. If you cannot communicate with your partner, there's no way you can fix anything. There's no way, nothing else will work in unison. Nothing else will harmonize. Communication, and that's why we're talking about it. No, it is the number one healthy practice in a relationship: communication and understanding. Partners must be free to express themselves, and sometimes communication is hard because of your partner. You don't find you don't find your partner easy to talk to, so sometimes you refrain from talking to them about issues that you may be having. So that's a good point, Monia. And sometimes your partner is not um at a level where they're easy to understand, so you have to tell them quite a few times in different ways in order for them to understand. Andrea says some people are dictators. Relationship can't work with them. They love to talk and be heard but never to listen, and this is so true, and this is common in a lot of relationship. You have that dictator. When they're talking, you should listen, but you should never have anything to say. You sit there and you listen to them, and when it's time for you to say something, they shut you down. That cannot work. That's not good for a healthy relationship. Definitely need to understand explaining, sometimes need to rephrase, right? Sometimes you have to rephrase, sometimes you have to choose different words. Guys, don't not sometimes you're with your partner and your partner may not be at of the same level of education, right? They may not have the same level of education, or they might not be very well read, right? They may just understand like the basic words. Nobody come with the big old words them. If you're gonna say happy, just say happy. Nobody say elated. And you know, say your partner don't necessarily know what elated mean. Communicate with your partner in a way that they will understand. Not for sure say you know big words or whatever. And yes, you can teach your partner different words and stuff. But when it comes to serious issues and you're trying to communicate, remember saying no, it's like let's use languages. If somebody comes to me, I know Spanish that well. If somebody comes to me speaking Spanish, using Spanish words, I will not understand. The person is communicating with me, but I will not understand what the person is saying, right? So you have to communicate with your partner on the same level that your partner is able to understand what you're saying, because no communication is met if the person don't understand. Yes, you say what you say, but the person don't understand what you're saying. It's the same thing I'm saying. If somebody's speaking to you, an English speaking person in a different language, they are communicating, but you're not understanding. So, nothing is achieved there. The person must be able to understand what you're saying. All right. And sometimes you have to paraphrase, you have to use different words for your person to understand what you're saying, or express yourself differently. In what you're saying, because at the end of the day you want to ensure that your partner understands. um uh, Andrea Monia is giving you some beers. Ricky says same. So Andrea, by the time I don't pass out beer tonight, me drunk. And me really feel for one beer. All this Ricky Monia, da, da, da. Every time you pass, Andrea says, Monia, every time you pass out one, you drink one, two. Uh, Monia said, but of course, after I'm in the bartender, not as verbal. Monia is grape juice me want. Monia send the grape juice. Jody, it's deep. It's very deep, guys. So in wrapping up, there were some other things. I know there's a lot of things that you can do to maintain a healthy relationship. This is the mere surface. This is just a few. Another thing that I want to add is check on your partners when they leave home, whether they go to work or they go on the road for something. If you know that they should be back at, within 2 hours and they're not back, check on your partners, whether it be by text or a phone call. How is your day doing today? How is your day going? You don't have to wait on them to come home. You can ask them at work, how is your day going? So that when they come home now, you know how you're going to greet them. Because if you ask, how is your day going? And they said, oh, it's not going too well, then you can prepare a little special dinner. Or like, for example, as I said, Dale is working on a project and it's, taking a lot of his time and energy and mental focus. And when I saw him there today, I came and I prepared a nice dinner for him to just eat and relax, because I knew the day he was having. So you can check on your partner, know what day they're having, so that if you're home, you can make preparations for them. Show your partner. Don't be afraid to show your partner that you care. You understand? And you show your partner that you care by your actions and how you check up on them. If you realize your partner is not feeling well, no matter, you ask them, is something wrong? How may I help? Don't wait on them if they see if they look as if they're not feeling well. Don't wait on them for beg a little tea. You assist them. How may I help? What would you like me to do? If your partner have a long day, you give them one little foot massage or one little back. If you don't know how to do massage, guys, YouTube teach. Listen, nobody can say they don't know how to do something. YouTube teach how to do everything. YouTube teach how to make balm. YouTube teach you how to make. YouTube teach you how to make everything. So guess what? What you don't know how to do, if it is something that you really want to do for your partner, go learn how to do it. Your partner having a stressful day, let them come home to a nice bubble bath, a little back rub, two little roses, even if them a man, a little bubble bath with little rose, you know, do the little nice things for your partner. These are ways that you maintain a healthy relationship. And guys, when your relationship is healthy, you're happy. You know, you're happy, your partner is happy, you're happy. And in this life that is filled with so much things, negativity and things to wear you down, you have to be each other's peace, be each other's home, not the building, be each other's home. And as I am learning these things, and I do some of them, not all of them, I am working on myself. I am working on being a better partner, being a better wife. There's always something more that you can do to, you know, work in favor of your relationship. So I'm encouraging you guys. I know all of us on here are in some form of relationship. There are a lot of things that you can do for your partner, and it's not a one-way street. Hope that your partner learn these things, that they can do them for you as well, so that you guys can live harmoniously. Um, Thanks, Monia. Thanks for the sharing thoughts and the topic. Oh, and the host for this topic. You are welcome, guys. Tana, you gonna sleep? We're gonna close off now. Thank you guys so much for being here. Saniki, Monia, Ricky, you guys are awesome. Andrea, I don't take your time likely to come and sit here with me 2 whole hours in a day here. Some of you have been here from the moment I started the live to now that I am wrapping up. Tana, thank you so much, sis, for your time. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Um, I hope we're learning together. Doing this live is a personal project for me. It's not just for us to come and chat any foolishness. At the end of the day, I want us to learn to be better individuals. You know, I want you to take something from the live each time we go live. Um, Ricky says, yes, good one, Jody. I share my location with my wife. She always texts me when we start work, even though she works from home now. If I don't see her text, I end up start texting her in the morning. Yeah, those are so net. Ricky, good job. Big up you and your wife. Keep it going. It's the best feeling in the world when you know you have your person and your person values you and check for you and love you, and it's awesome. And though there's a lot of negativities swirling around in the atmosphere right now, guys, pray for your marriages and just keep doing what you're doing. Don't let anybody else negativity come tumbling down in your marriage. Don't do that. You know, not because somebody who we thought they had a great relationship, not because that may be tumbling down, doesn't mean say, all right, something wrong with yours. That's not the case. Good night, bro. Good night, Bubba. Bubba, you missed a lot of talk tonight. You know, some of these talks were for you. You know, Monia sent a link. Who is this, for Andrea? I'm going to click on the link when I get off the live. Yes, Ricky, it's a great feeling. Tana said it was my pleasure, sis, and these topics are really good. A lot of relationship out there need this type of help and encouragement. So true. Bobo fell asleep and wake up. You know what? Money and true, we never did a cook today. I bet if we'd have cooked some soup, Bobo wouldn't drop asleep. Thank you, Andrea. I see Monia send a link. So like it's your link, Andrea. So I'll click on it as soon as I jump off here. Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks for always supporting. Bye.